Wang Keshou. It is said that Wang Keshou, a native of Huangmai County, Huguang, can remember the events of his 3 previous lives. In his first life, he was a scholar and studied in a temple. The monk had a mare that gave birth to a colt. The scholar liked it so much that he took it from the monk's hand. After his death, the king of hell inspected the book of life and death. He was angry at his greed and cruelty, and punished him for being reborn as a mule and paying compensation to the monks. After the mule was born, the monks took great care of him and wanted to die, but had no chance. When he got a little older, the mule often wanted to jump into the mountain stream and commit suicide. But he was afraid that he would let down the monk's support and be punished even more severely in the underworld, so he had to live peacefully. A few years later, the mule became full of sins and died. He was born into a farmer's home, and he could talk right after he was born. His parents thought he was a monster and killed him before he was reincarnated into Wang Zhukei's home. Wang Zhukei was nearly 50 years old, and he unexpectedly had a son who loved him very much. Wang Keshou was very smart from birth, but when he remembered that he was killed for speaking prematurely in his previous life, he stopped talking. Until he was 3 or 4 years old, people thought he was mute. One day, his father was writing an article. A guest came to visit, so he put down his pen and went out to meet the guest. Wang Keshou went in and saw his father's article. Feeling his hands were tired, he picked up the pen to finish it. When my father came back, he saw her and asked, "Who has been here?" The family said, "No one has come." My father was very surprised. The next day, I deliberately wrote a topic and put it on the table, then went out. After a while, came back and tiptoed in. I saw my son bending over the desk and holding a pen, with several lines already written on the paper. Wang Keshou suddenly looked up and saw his father. He screamed in fright and knelt on the ground, begging for his life. His father was very happy, held his hand and said, "You are the only son in our family. Since you can write articles, it is an honor for the whole family. Why should you hide it?" From then on, he taught him to read. Wang Qi was admitted as a jinchi when he was young, and later became the governor of Datong.
Alright, this story has come to an end. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you.